Hello and welcome back. So we, Lauren, me, have just a few more vessels to get to, which is fun. This is the chapter one, so we're going to go to this one.
You're on a path. You're here.
Just go, just go. I'm not worried about that.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your warning. She will. We're not going to go through. Ignore him. The blade.
If I just enter the basement,
The door. Her voice
Hello?
is
Don't be a stranger.
You walk down the stairs. I am begging.
Okay.
all right. Now I need to go. Where is it? This one.
Thank. You turn.
Where are you? You'd better.
Slit. She has to be bluffing, but okay. If we're sure about, you slowly creep down the basement where the princess. Is it just me?
Nope. We.
Your eyes. Where is she?
Close the door.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job. You step forward to invest. A trail of blood leads from its jagged, and then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on you. Her teeth and claws are unnatural. Holy shit.
Right back.
You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade. Those eyes. She's going to kill us. Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? The two of you are losing quite a lot of blood, but there's a reason she decided to strike from ambush. She isn't confident about a direct confrontation.
Yep.
Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand. Come on now. Don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
I'm going to kill you.
No.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade in defense. You find your target, and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower, a little weaker. You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally, she collapses, and you collapse beside her.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers, lying uselessly on the floor. This can't be how it ends, right?
We struggled. That's what I need. Because I got everything I needed from the beast.
I'm sorry, but it is. You aren't making it out of this basement, but at least you finished the job. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright, chapter 2. The witch? No!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here. I'm talking. Don't look. You make your way up the short path. The blade is. Her voice is don't.
Don't be a stranger. It's been.
You walk down the street. I am begging.
Hi. Okay.
Alright, let's try this again. Boxers, retreat blade, let's add another wall.
Thank. You turn.
Where are you go? You'd better.
Slit. She has to be bluffing, but you. Okay. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. Is it just. Your eyes dark. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, come on, wake up. We can't.
Hmm.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taunt. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess... This is the end. I'm afraid it. You shouldn't have let that fear creep in. Everything goes dark.
Nope. Again, that's not what I'm looking for. Hmm.
You're on a path. You're here. You make a warning. She will lie. We're not going to ignore.
Alright, you know what? We're gonna leave this safe here
The
well with
interior
you.
of the cabin is almost
I just gotta
entirely
get to the
bare.
cabin, as
The
far as
air
I
is
know.
stale and musty, and the floor and wall, the blade is...
Okay, Hmm.
The door... Oh,
Don't be a stranger.
You walk down the... I am begging...
Hi. Okay.
Thank you.
Where you...
She has to be... You... Okay. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the... Is it just me?
Hmm.
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
This is a dangerous play. She doesn't have a weapon. Your eyes dart. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into...
I can wait. I'm very patient.
You do your best, but eventually... Come on, wait! You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you barely even realize that you've stopped. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh. There's nothing to be... It can't just end. As much as I'd prefer for things... Everything goes dark.
Again, nope.
The interior of the cabin
Okay,
is almost
so-
entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched
Trying to
on
get
that
the
table,
adversary
blade.
right now. How?
You take the blade.
Okay, maybe I guess to take the blade. Let's see if that works.
Her voice.
Who's...
She's... Don't let...
Oh, are you now?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the... She's so coldly... Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Nope.
You step forward, your grip on the...
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that's so, you should
She's unarmed. If you...
Then I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you? You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Ah.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
That's fine.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
This is how I'm going to get the adversary. Yes.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Adversary.
You're on a path in the woods,
Alright.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the you're here to slay.
Let's go to the cabin.
A warning, she will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it... Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what the princess will do and say whatever she... Crystal, let's just... The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Alright, hold on. I'll overwrite this save, because that's my chapter 2 save. And just in case I don't get the chapter 3 I'm looking for right off the bat. Got it. So this should be pretty easy.
The blade is your implement.
Now.
Blade this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Fuck no.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Oh,
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Okay, stubborn dude, you're quickly getting horny. That's... I can't judge. I was horny for quite a few of the princesses because they were real fucking... Stubborn dude, buddy, you can't... I want to be disappointed in you. I want to be disappointed in you. I can't be disappointed in you, stubborn. Fuck.
as much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
That is a lot harder than I would have thought.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? Ugh. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
We're here to fight.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
I guess we'll have to see how this goes. Your hand's empty, you charge the princess.
See, that's a little more medicine than sexy in that pic. See?
Quit the pessimism, will you?
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you, I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon.
We'll be fine. Just watch.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
I have to die.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off.
Yeah. Yeah!
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow.
Fingers dead.
That's it.
Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up.
Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that.
I'm gonna
It's
die.
over.
Chapter 3, The Fury. What?
You're on a path in the woods.
I didn't get the one I
And at the end
wanted,
of
but
that path,
okay.
Right, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time, and we're not hiding upstairs.
Who cares about the blade? If we had a chance against her, we already missed it, didn't we? She got stronger, and we stayed the same.
We've seen her bleed. Whatever she is, she started out mortal, which means she probably is still mortal, which means we can win. We just didn't take things seriously enough last time.
Sure we did.
If that's what you want, then fine. Enjoy being beaten to death again and again and again.
Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Oh, so I could get... Okay. I was going for the Eye of the Needle, but apparently I got the Fury.
Yeah, you
Actually, this is all.
that's a good point.
Look, if the
Shut up.
Good. It isn't long. That's it. I'd rather.
that's fine.
The interior of the cabin is a place
Ooh.
that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Uh-huh.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Yes.
It's horrible.
It doesn't matter.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal.
Come
a pristine
on.
blade perched on its edge.
I want to see the
The
princess.
blade is your implement.
Oh.
You take the
Good. You step forward and approach the door to the... All we see is a bit... Why? What? The mirror. What are you talking... But it has to be... Let's just smash it and we won't be able to see... Do whatever you want with it. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odour an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
This looks
Her
fun.
voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become? Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head?
No.
Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
It cuts both ways. We've both...
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
It's grotesque. More horror stuff. Why couldn't I do any of this when I was doing my original playthrough? I'm finding all the stuff that's more horror themed than the stupid stuff I was finding before that was kind of just comedy.
The princess stands in its center, muscles
I guess it's still
flayed
quite
and bare and weeping,
quite a comedy because of the
draped in
voices,
the tattered
but
dress of her own skin. Her heart
Ugh.
beats from its place in her open chest.
She's been hollowed out,
throw the knife.
just like us.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Kill me.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Cool.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
She's only trying to connect with us. Wouldn't you want to dig for a spark once you lost it? To try to reignite something, even if it hurts?
I'm gonna say sorry.
If you're sorry, then you'll stand and fight. I don't want a sniveling coward. I want to squeeze the life out of a ferocious heart.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
This is the only way it could have gone, really.
Apparently.
Oh, you are just insufferable, aren't you? Come on, we're better than this. So, are we dead? No.
No.
Don't think that I'll allow you death here. I've made that mistake before. No, you will suffer until you see in me what I have seen in you.
words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place. Our metaphorical mouth.
Oh, I didn't leave you a mouth, did I? It's better that way. Words get us nowhere. They aren't music. They aren't dance. They aren't feeling.
Your eye, held far outside your skull by a thin stalk of nerves and viscera, stares back at her in unblinking silence.
Let's see what meaning we can find together. Let's see what we're made of.
Something infiltrates you. Though you do not see it, you feel it, slithering into your disaster of a body, seeping into the gaps between your molecules. The body of a sapient creature has, on average, 30 trillion cells, and each one of those cells is composed of 100 trillion some odd atoms. One of those cells is peeled from the others. 100 trillion atoms are gone.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Yes? I think. Then 2 are peeled away. Then 4.
This is nothing. Nothing!
8. 16. 32. 64.
Whatever she does to us, we shouldn't hate her. She's been hurt so badly.
I don't hate her. I'm just going to get the vessels. I don't care. I'm no longer invested in the story.
128.
I have pictures to unlock.
256.
Oh my god, dude. No.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
1024. 2048.
I feel
16,384.
You can't just count us into oblivion.
He's going to.
131,000. What happens when it gets higher?
Nothing. Just like nothing's happening now.
Eventually we die.
something is happening now. Something in us is liquefying. Something that started small but that keeps getting bigger.
1,048,000. The hundreds don't matter anymore.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
2,096,000. I don't like this.
Waiting for something to happen. But it's taking so long.
16,768,000. 33,536,000.
Are you still there? Are you?
There's the pain. I can feel it now. But we can handle this. We can't let her win.
Fighting the pain is just the same as wallowing in it. This doesn't have to be something where you win or lose. We just have to accept it. Listen to it.
That's good advice. Vulcan's got some real good advice for dealing with, for coping with things.
260.
Doesn't matter, because we're still alive.
You are deconstructed. You are reconstructed. A square you, a round you, a you with too many legs, a you with many mouths which won't stop screaming. Then all of it pressed into a ball, tightly packed into the size of a fist. What does you even mean anymore? We just keep changing into horrible things we can't control. Make it stop, please. Make it stop. Please make...
You means we exist. There has to still be a way for us to win. Otherwise this would be pointless, and all this torture would be for nothing.
You're right about one thing. It is torture. But it isn't pointless. The whole point is that it's torture.
Fair enough.
Are you still there?
Yes.
The ball is unraveled into the shape of a body. The skin peels off in a corkscrew. The eyes are plucked. The organs arranged in the air in a neat row.
Are you still there?
It's okay to let go.
Then I'm letting go. Yes. You are stretched into a line 12 feet long, then 24, then 48.
Are you still?
Yes. 16. 64. No. 100. I'm still here. You are stretched and stretched and stretched until you are longer than the world itself. You wrap around it again and again and again. A tense line of microcosmic tissue held together by forces that are far too weak for the task they've been given.
Are you still there?
I'm going to stick around, as long as you need me to. And then the forces disappear. The bonds holding your cells together break. You are 30 trillion little pieces, all of them separate, and all of them falling.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
You sit in these 30 trillion places, each second passing in each of them before you arrive at the next. Each second passing as one, and so you wait.
That's all I have.
And then all at once there is a great rewinding, and all of the disparate pieces that once were you fall dutifully back into place. You are whole again, and in your body, the body you had before all of this happened, and the princess sits against the wall, her dress of skin more tattered than before, her face sullen and disappointed.
Oh, she needs a hug. Is there an option to give her a hug?
You left me, and there's nothing I can do to bring you back.
She's just like us. A piece of her is missing.
How? Violence and pain are all I've known.
You could always leave with me.
After everything I've done to you, you'd really take me with you?
Why not?
Are you serious? You're just offering her your hand?
Why not?
You cross the room towards the princess, extending your hand to her. Her eyes, deep wells of buried sorrow, meet yours for a moment. You despicable fiend.
Hey, man.
And then she takes your hand in hers. You're going to end the world, don't you get it? I can't let that happen. I can't let you leave. I have to...
You can't stop us. We've been through enough. You don't scare us.
Fine. You and the princess climb the stairs out of the basement together, in silence.
It's okay. We're almost there.
I'm tired.
I know.
And then you cross the upstairs of the cabin to the door, which you open. And then you step outside and into the ruins of the world you left.
Goodbye, narrator.
Behind. He's gone too. It's just the three of us now.
Aw.
Is this the world?
So cold.
It's so cold.
Goodbye. So there's taken away.
So the world's gone, and she's gone with it. There's only one thing left for you to do here. You need to look at yourself. Whatever you see, it's going to be okay.
Uh-huh.
Something fine. Nothing. There is no bring.
Make me forget.
She asks, you won't.
Alright, to the main menu. To the memories. We got the adversary, the fury, but we did get the adversary and the fury, so that's good. Alright, load game.
The cabin
should
is
be the
tighter than its
adversary.
exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls,
Take the blade. Enter the basement.
her fear.
Is that?
This isn't good. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm as you descend, looks like she could rip those.
Oh, it's you again. And you brought. I'm going.
Good. With a. Here we go. Oh, we'll make it count. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum. Your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm. The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You get it, don't you?
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like you hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully. But you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon.
Maybe you don't get it.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your scalp.
How disappointing.
She
There we
squeezes,
go.
the pressure unbearable as her
That's
fingers
the one I
dig into
needed.
your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark.
Eye of the Needle. Perfect. We got 60 minutes, and that'll be the last one we do today.
You're on a path in the
Ooh, that's not wood.
If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we would. Fear is good. Fear keeps. So what? You'd have no. Are you suggesting luring her
fuck.
into the woods? Are you not challenging us on all the? Sorry to disappoint. What I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation. It doesn't matter. We could go in.
I missed so much
It's good
dialogue.
to know that we
Alright,
may
that's
have
fine, whatever. I want to get this done.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given
Because I don't know if I'm going to fill out the gallery, but I want to get all the vessels right now. I might eventually try filling out the gallery, though. I think that might be
advice
fun.
for us? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good, right? Catharsis is. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of the blade is your implement. See? We have even less space than before. Take it! We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy. All we see is a bit grot. You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings before you as what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of her voice, bold and fierce and impatient.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her, rile her up.
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Fair enough.
Need to show ourselves. Make her boil over. Fine by me. You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. You'll need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel.
Oh,
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
oh, that is sexy.
Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's
Go ahead.
glowing, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know the only way out is through the eye of the needle. And we're going to win. We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave. Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend.
Honestly, nah. I think I'm just gonna die.
Run.
Oh, I don't got a choice.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Why? I don't want to.
As you near the top,
Aw,
hands
see,
desperately
look at those
clawing at
titties.
jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
She's kind of.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Steelclaw, now.
Nah.
You continue
Fuck it.
towards the door, vulnerable and unarmed. No, I can't let this happen. I can't let her leave with you. And what are you gonna do to stop that? I don't know. You try the door and oh, what a relief. It's stuck. Bash it open. Please, you can't.
I think you forgot something.
You feel the burning pain of something long and sharp driving through your back. It slices its way into your organs until finally it exits out the other side, sticking into the wood of the door with an echoing thunk. She killed us with our own weapon. Great. We needed to take it.
Nah.
We're not dead yet. It's not over till we can't get up again.
Coward. All of this is so wrong. This isn't how things are supposed to be. This is so cold and disappointing.
Your body pinned to the door, you crane your neck to see her final approach. She is enveloped in complete lethality, and there is nothing you can do to stop her.
That's
I really
okay.
didn't want it to have to end like this, but your death in here is better than her freedom. See you all next time.
Goodbye.
She's gone. There's that. I'm
Poach.
begging you. It's different now. Screw the mirror. We just need...
It's you.
Something finds me.
Alright, what's next?
Nothing. There is no.
Okay, make me
She
forget.
asks, you won't.
And menu. Memories. Hmm. I don't know what this one means, but it does seem to come after this, so maybe I have to collect all the other memories, like every other gallery in here, maybe. Alright. Hmm. Well, unlocking the tower seems like it's going to be a bit complicated. To an abrasive prisoner. Hmm. I don't know how to get those, but I'm going to figure it out at some point. Alright, I did get that one. Hmm. That's going to be difficult to get. No, so if I just that one changes when you click on it. That is so fucking weird. I love it. Alright, but for now, that is the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And for now, peace the fuck out.